back to another movie review with ENTV. Today we're covering Don't Worry Darling. I'm Lila Wilcoxon.
I'm Tori Puglisi.
I'm Sushi Mukherjee.
So jumping right into it, what are some things that we really enjoyed about the movie?
Primary things I did enjoy about Don't Worry Darling is its similarities and kind of how it related to two of my favorite movies, The Truman Show and Get Out. It definitely carried some elements from The Truman Show of imposter syndrome in Florence Pugh's character, just trapped in that world, I guess.
So, I mean, for me, it was Florence Pugh's performance. For me, she just carried the movie. She absolutely carried the movie. I did really like the whole, mystery kind of aspect of you trying to figure out, what is going on.
I would have to agree. I think I enjoyed her performance. I thought it was absolutely stellar. She had an amazing range throughout the movie, both in the kind of created world in the 1950s, 60s era, and then also in the real world when she's the nurse and she's always angry all the time. But I also like Chris Pine's performance.
Yes.
I thought he did a really good job at being kind of menacing, kind of scary, creepy. So
one of the best things I think in the movie, it was the escape scene at the end of the movie with Florence Pugh and the classic Corvette. I love that.
Yeah, I like kind of all the classic cars coming together and then the people climbing up the side of the mountain. I thought it was the suspense was built up very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love the costumes. I thought the costumes were just gorgeous. I've already seen people saying that they're gonna be Alice and Jack for Halloween, and I can't wait for those TikToks to slowly start making it to my For You page, because I can't wait.
So we talked about some things that we like. Are there any aspects of the movie that we thought could be improved on, things that we might not have liked as much?
The ending I felt was a little abrupt.
Yeah, I want to say I would completely agree. I think the one thing which I mentioned earlier, we found out what was happening, but we really didn't get into it. We never even found out what was the actual purpose of the Victory Project.
Mm-hmm.
It was also the red plane in the movie.
Yeah.
And we never really got an explanation for that. Got an explanation for that.
There was a lot of it, stuff in the movie that didn't get explained well.
I also think, again with Chris Pine's character, that we could have brought in, just like we did for how Alice and Jack ended up where they were, why Frank started it, what his past was, what drove him to do it. I kind of wish we got more of that in the plot.
Yeah.
I also wanted to find out more about Margaret.
Yes.
And what happened with her, because although it was brought up, it became such a pivotal point in the movie, especially for Alice. The portfolio and all that kind of stuff and all the medical documents. I really wish we had gotten more with her character, or just seen where she ended up, because it's kind of left unsaid. They're like, oh, she just is at the hospital.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but Olivia Wilde, I liked her acting in some parts of the movie, particularly with the bathroom scene. I thought it was really well done, but something that I kind of felt lacked a little bit was the scene where she comes in and Jack is dead on the ground. I just thought it was a little lackluster for me personally. I thought a little bit more could have been given. Or maybe just
giving.
Yeah, what needed to be gave.
What needed to be gave.
And maybe that came down to a writing aspect of it, but still, it wasn't my favorite part. It kind of felt, with all the adrenaline that was pumping and everything that was happening, it kind of fell short of the rest.
What do we think of Harry Styles' acting? Because that seems to be the question that so many people keep bringing up.
I really liked it.
I was gonna say
I really liked Harry Styles' performance in the movie.
Controversy surrounding him when the movie's trailers were first coming out was that his accent was slipping, and people were thinking that he can't do an accent. But really, I think it worked out in his favor, because his character is an American that's faking being a British man. Overall, if we're giving it an out of 10 rating, I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. Maybe
Give it a solid 8.
I would agree with 7.5. I just feel overall it was good.
Yeah, I liked it. Well, that is all we have today for this movie review. Make sure you stay tuned for other content coming out soon.
With you all the time.